Hello everybody, welcome back to another My Player Career Mode episode, and as you can see, the good news is we're picked for our first game of today, which is going to be Brighton away at the Amex. As you guys know, recently we've been in and out of the team. I don't 100% know what that's down to. A few of you in the comment section have been saying it's because we're not scoring as many goals in the Premier League or what have you, but we're actually not doing too bad. We've got 8 in 13 matches, so it's not like we're having a bad season. 8 goals, 13 games, also 8 assists as well. So we've been part of 16 goals in the 13 games that we've played for this Manchester City side. And it's weird as well because it's like we're being dropped, but we're not actually even being dropped for Gabriel Jesus. We're being dropped for Nwakali so he can play up front. I don't know really what's going on in Pep's mind, but there we have it then. That is how it looks right now for the top scorers charts. Andrea Bellotti, who we will face in this first game today, is topping it as we travel then to the Amex to take on Brighton. And as you can see by the table too, 6 points clear, potential to go 9 clear if we can beat Brighton here in this first game. They're having a pretty good season though. They're up into 6th. So they're going to be no pushovers. And I'm expecting this to be a very, very difficult challenge. Let's head into the game. And we are heading into game then for this one. Snow is here with us. Obviously, we'll see Brighton's side in a few moments. Hopefully, people have had a good weekend this weekend. I did. It was pretty cool, actually. But today, we have got our first game. And as you can see, best defensive team. City joint there with 2 other sides. Manchester United and Manchester City both having the 15 goals conceded. But also Bournemouth, who I just realised as well, they're in the top 4 this season. Very good season for them. I spoke about Brighton having a good year. Well, Bournemouth certainly are as well. Now, we did see the Brighton team last time we played against them, and there was a few interesting faces in there, let's say. They had Isco in their side, I'm pretty sure, last time. That is their back 4. Bernardeschi, Isco, in fact, yes. Horta and Arch, is it Arch or Arke at left wing? Kubo, and then, of course, up front, it's Santi Mina. It's not even Bellotti. Bellotti on the bench, if they want to call upon him. So, Santi Mina leads the line for Brighton here. That's surprising. But for City, it's pretty much come here, do the job, and secure a 9-point gap at the top of the table. That is the aim of action here today. As we found Rabiot. Rabiot, what have you got for us? Sends it back towards us. And we got there just ahead of the goalkeeper. 4 minutes on the clock here, and City find the breakthrough. Brighton opened up by Adrien Rabiot, and we were on hand to finish it. Not going to lie, I did see the run coming in. I wanted the ball played, and I thought once Rabiot played the pass to the keeper, it'd actually come out very quick off his line to get it. We just got there ahead of him. Wow, that was close. And to be fair, my right foot is always inconsistent. Sometimes it works, other times it doesn't, but that time it did. Kubo, ball down to Bernardeschi. The offside flag remains down, and a very open 30 minutes here inside the Amex as Horta's in! And it will be the equalising goal for Brighton. Just seemed to have all the time in the world, did Andre Horta, when he got in the box. I don't know where on earth the defender or the midfielder who's supposed to be picking him up was. But I did expect an offside flag down the right as well on Bernardeschi, but it never came. And he just picked out Horta, who did the rest. And it's really, really nicely worked from Brighton. Did say don't discredit them, because they will create a chance, and that's what they've done. Been a very, very open game. Like I said, both sides look like they want to take the game to one another in this one. It's good to see, because at least we're not going to sit back and watch one team just batter the other one. Both teams seem right up for this, and at the minute, it's one apiece. Samasaku out towards Torres. Torres unable to find a pass down, but he might just steal it back, and he does. And we're found as well. Oh, there was the chance to be able to take it nice and early. How far away was this? Well, further than I thought. I was going to say it was close. It was absolutely nowhere near. But, to be fair, I just wanted to take it early and try and catch the keeper off guard, which, had it have been on target, it might have done. But, yeah, it never went anywhere near the goal, did it? Here goes Conan for Brighton. A few minutes to go. Oh, my God. Santi Mina has rocked the crossbar. What a strike. Oh, that would have been an insane goal if it had gone in. There's another crossing towards the box, which City are really not dealing with at the moment. Isco heads it down for Bernardeschi. We're into the literally last minute of play of the first half here. Isco with the ball at his feet. That should be it, referee. As he lays it off to Bernardeschi again, though. Is there time for one more cross? Max does enough there. Half time, 1-1, but Mina just smacked the bar with an absolutely insane volley at the end of the half. That would have been some goal. And the second half is underway, and Brighton pick up where they left off as Bernardeschi on the right tries to beat Max, unable to play the pass, but at the moment it's looking like Brighton are the more brighter of the two sides. Brighton brighter, here he goes, Horta. And Ederson is required. Brighton, brighter. That's quite the term, isn't it? But they're going to get a corner. And I tell you what, I genuinely see them finding a second goal in the game. I did say unless City get a second, it'll be quite open, and that might be it. How has that stayed out? I don't know who got the final touch on that. There was a Brighton header in there, but I'm not quite sure who had the last touch. So if it had gone in, I don't know if it had been an own goal or something, but it's still very close. And Brighton have smacked the woodwork twice now. Living dangerously here. Max gets something on it, but it's not cleared away. Munier will head that, and now we can potentially get out. Ferran Torres, why are you trying to give it so early? It's never worked. Katic can play the ball up towards Santi Mina. Now to Kubo. Look at the run from Horta. He's looked dangerous, hasn't he, Horta? And again, it's Ederson. Brighton are really threatening, and it's 63 minutes in. It's a long way to go, and there's still time. City, can you withstand the storm? And I was thinking, can we get the lead? But actually, at the moment, it's about trying to stop them scoring. Horta again at the heart of everything. This time we'll give it away though, and now it's a chance for City to break. Samasaku's ball up towards us. Torres gives us that run and we've given it to him. So, is there a chance in the game now for City? Torres, ball towards our feet. We carry it still. And into the area. Keep that in play and we have done. And it's across. No, it's good defending from Katic. I just wanted to find an unmarked City player. It's going to be Douglas Luiz with a corner in towards that near post. I tried to get up and win it. Bounce back out, and there's still time in the game for one of these two sides to find a breakthrough. And can we be the one to do it? That's a free kick every day, all day. As we just go over the challenge of Katic in a really good area and win our side a free kick. 4 minutes left to play. And this is shooting territory for Manchester City. I don't know who it's going to be taking this, but he just committed himself to ground. I went over on it. Definite free kick. And it's going to be Leroy Sané with an opportunity in a really good area to test the goalkeeper. What can he do? Sané! He's put it wide. He's put it wide. Leroy Sané, not a great free kick. And it remains Brighton 1, Man City 1. Here we go then. Last minute of play. And it's found Rabiot. Rabiot trying to squeeze it towards it. It's come back out for Samasaku. And it's going to be it. There is no winner in the game for either side. It's a bit frustrating, to be fair. But all things considered, Brighton hit the woodwork twice, and they had other chances. So I think, in the end, from the Amex, a 1-1 draw is actually not a bad result for Manchester City. It keeps them 7 clear. Now, we potentially could have got the win here, but the fact of the matter is, so could have Brighton. So I will take that, especially scoring as well. 1 apiece here. So it turns out, you know how we haven't won the FA Cup, and I said I was going to play them and that kind of thing to help us get there, to try and win it. Well, round 4, my friends, is a Manchester derby. What are the odds of that happening? Well, we've got it here. So, City versus United at the Etihad. Etihad? At the Etihad. With a chance to go and play in round 5 of the FA Cup. And as we want to win this is massive. Even more so massive, the fact that it is a Manchester derby. I didn't expect to see Man United this early in the competition, but that is the way it is. And we have to beat them to go through. So, let's try and do that. And here we go then, as we are underway for this Manchester derby. Just so happens it's in the FA Cup, so we'll be treated to at least 3 Manchester derbies this year. Potentially even more, depending on what happens in other things, of course. There's Max early on looking for Leroy Sané. Imagine if we can get a first goal in the first few minutes of this one. We did, of course, in that last game against Brighton. And then following on from that, a 1-1 draw. Can we get a chance at the end of the... Oh, that's poor control. I'm sorry, teammates. That is really bad control. But more importantly, it's the FA Cup. And we want to win it this season. So I don't want to say I'm putting my eggs in this basket, but I kind of am to a certain level. So let's see. Nice football from City. You can now find a chance. Ferran Torres! I thought that was going to be it. I've seen him in this position so often this season finish off these chances. He hits it first time sweetly, but just too sweetly. And it's whizzed past that post. I think that's probably the best chance of this first half. There was, of course, that Leroy Sané cross. But Ferran Torres with a... I had a lot of pace behind it. And if it had gone in, it would have broken the net. Just unfortunately didn't get the accuracy, did he? Torres again. Douglas Luiz turning away. Lovely ball inside. And we have hit the post now as well. I didn't actually hit it like I'd hoped. I hit it side foot with the left foot and it didn't actually go as I wanted. But we actually still made something of it after we smashed one off the woodwork. It's City threatening now as Sané inside the area trying to get something. United will do enough, but that's not a great clearance. Leroy Sané, what a chance! Oh, what a chance! Leroy. That's got to go in. That's got to go in. Oh, United at this point now. fairly lucky to still at least be in the game at 0-0. Because that's 3 Manchester City chances in the space of a few moments here. And it could have been a different story as we turn away from the on-rushing challenge there. Rabiot's poor pass gives it away and we actually lose possession now heading into half-time. Andre Silva carries for United, but it could have been City in front here. There's really only been one team in this so far after that first half, but it's neither side who have the lead. And we're back underway for the second of this Manchester derby in the FA Cup 4th round. And obviously, it will be a replay if we cannot find a winner from this 90 minutes, which I don't really want to like replays, to be honest. I don't want one. I don't like replays. They're just annoying to play because it's another game that you didn't really have to do. As Rabiot sends us through. Chance right at the second half as we were under into it. And we make no mistake with that finish. David De Gea who? Man City 1. Manchester United 0. Second half underway. And we fire City in front. Get in. Rabiot's ball through as well. That helps us get in behind here. But it's United who just did not wake up as the whistle went for the second half. And we burst on through. Out comes De Gea. But the speed and the pace that we put on that ball. Sacrificing a little bit of accuracy. Because as you can see, when we hit it, it actually comes off, I believe, the inside of the post. Yeah. So, you know what? That could have easily just gone a little bit more to the side. And it might have struck the post and come back out. But I don't think David De Gea was really going to save that no matter what there. Maybe we'll see a different United in the league at some point. But for now, it's been one-way traffic in the game as it's comfortable for City, who find Torres. 30 minutes to play, and United at the moment just cannot get a chance as this is too dangerous. Look at Sane in all sorts of space. Sane pulls it back to the edge of the area where we are, and it's 2 for City. United there, I don't know what's happened to them in this second half. They've lost concentration. 2 quick-fire goals in this second half have allowed City now to have breathing room. But look at this again from United. Just no closing down. David De Gea can't get near it. We keep our shot low and hard. And it's 2-0. And that should be City through to the next round of the FA Cup. Oh, what a pass. What a pass from Leroy Sane. Back to goal. Sends it through. Where is Ferran Torres? There he is. Oh, David De Gea with the save. Could have been 3. It would have killed the game off, wouldn't it? I mean, I could have tried to go for my hat-trick, but I honestly think I would have been stopped before I got into a good opportunity to find the finish. I saw Torres open at the back stick. Just unfortunate that the angle in for himself actually wasn't too great. And, of course, David De Gea makes the save. But it's clean sailing. We're 17 away from getting through. Here goes Marcus Rashford. We're into the last few minutes of the game. It will only be a consolation. And it is still going to be a consolation, though. As the header is turned home. I'm not sure who's got it. Doesn't matter if they pick the ball up out of the net. I don't think they've got time. Rashford's cross converted by... Is it Werner? I think it's Werner. So he's calm and he scored. I think he was off the bench as well. Because I'm pretty sure he's come on for Andre Silva. So it's a good goal for Timo Werner. Unfortunately for him, it's too late. And Manchester United have been subpar here. And they're going to lose in the Manchester derby of the FA Cup. City 2... United 1, and that will do it. With Rabiot's poor pass, we end off the game. And City move on through to the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. I think it's the quarterfinal anyway. 5th round? I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see after this. But, yeah, I mean, for United, what can you say? They just weren't at the races today. Our action today then continues into this game then. Newcastle are up next. I don't know how they're doing this season, but as you can see by the table... 7 points the gap, as we know, and it's the 2 Manchester clubs who are at the top. So it might be a pretty good ending to the season if it's the 2 Manchester teams going for the title. Stoke in 3rd, Bournemouth in 4th, Brighton in 5th. That's a weird top 6, let's just put it that way. But Newcastle then, they find themselves down the bottom half of the table. They're in 17th, in fact, which is not ideal for Newcastle. But for us, it means that this should be us picking up 3 points. But you never know. Premier League football's a funny old game. So, in fact, football in general is a funny old game. Sane a little bit off his fitness fully, but he is in the team. And Wakali and Herrera and KDB line up in the midfield 3. Look at that team, actually. It looks very weak. Yeah, a lot of 70-rated players in there all of a sudden. What? I'm not sure why. So, if we are to win this game, we're going to have to carry our team to victory, because it seems like a lot of players have been rested for this one. Weird. It's a debut for our left-back. And actually, he's a game-generated player as well. So that's even more of a little bit of a worry. I mean, in fact, he's not played a game yet for Manchester City and he's starting in this one. I know we've got points to play with, but I just feel like even then, you know, there's still going to be a tough test, Newcastle. So risking not winning the game by not playing your strongest team could be a bit of a problem. We'll still try our hardest anyway to help our team towards victory as Nemane here sends it towards Munir, gets the cross in nice and early. Leroy Sané gets the header on target as well. Didn't actually think he was going to win that, but it is a first chance in the game. Not sure what's going on with Ederson here. I'm speechless. Literally speechless. What was that? I mean, we saw him have one of the most horrible attempts at making us this 1-0. What was I saying? We saw him have one of the most horrible attempts at a save last episode, right? Here he gives away a throw for no reason, and then they score. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I really, really don't. I can't understand Pep's team selection. I think, personally, he's disrespected Newcastle here. I really do. He's gone with such a weak side. And the fact of the matter is, I've got absolutely no idea what Ederson's doing. Last episode, he had a shocker. And now, I don't know why he just doesn't clear that ball up the field of play. If he's going to smash it out anyway for a throw-in, just send one long for us to chase. Because you've just effectively given him a goal. Here is KDB. KDB's ball towards us. Sent it. Looked so slow, though, didn't he? Did you see the pace? He had nothing behind it, that pass. Really didn't. I still managed to get the shot away and test the goalkeeper, though. And we are 20 minutes into this as Leroy Sané arrives and wins that header. Oh, man. 1-0 down in the game. And we could have avoided that with relative ease. And there's another corner in. This time it's going to come all the way through. Off the bar. Off the bar. That was so, so close. KDB's effort headed back out. And we get the ball under control now. Need some movement in front of us, though, if we are to make anything happen of this one. We don't really get it as Newcastle stay in their own area and stay tight and compact. It's come all the way back now for City to restart. Lovely play, and there is the equaliser. City 1, Newcastle 1. Finally, I mean, they were compact, but we were able to find the chance. And Nwankali has pulled us back on level terms. You know, solidifies why he should be in the team. Seems to score every time he's playing. He really does. He's had a very good season, Nwankali. Better than his rating has suggested anyway. And it is City who find their way back into the game. Very good finish. I mean, we shouldn't have even been 1-0 down. Came from Ederson clearing that. Well, I'll call it a clearance, but I honestly don't know what it was. Here is Leroy Sané for City as they go forward again. Sané squares it towards us. Pulled it back to Nwankali and he's hit the post. He has been pretty much at the heart of City's chances so far. I just had to pull it back square to him, and to be fair, I probably shouldn't have told him to shoot because he was actually in a bit of a difficult angle. But see, I've had 7 shots in this first half, and we're only 1 apiece. I think Newcastle have only had the 1, and they scored it. So they've been able to take their chances, whereas us at the moment haven't been able to, as KDB has found buyers. He gives it off to Nemane. And Nemane's going to try and make something happen here, but he's played it straight off of a Newcastle player. It's a throw-in at least, as we're trying to get another chance. Herrera. Nwankali, ball in towards our feet. Look for the pot shot towards goal, but it was not found. As we have some more defending to do. Leroy Sané missing the mark, apparently. But we are approaching half-time, and I would love to not have to go in down at the break. Ederson, get this ball now. Quick, 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 quick. Release. Look at all the space I'm in. About time, man. No, Sané, why are you coming towards me? What are you doing? Just the decision-making in this team sometimes is literally stupid. They're going to score again. And it's from us again. I have to take some of the blame because I honestly shouldn't have headed it down to Leroy Sané. But my question is, if I'm stood on the left-hand side, why would you run towards me? I tried to flick it down. I can't believe we've conceded from that. That's what I mean, man. Munir again. He's had a shocking first half and Newcastle are 2-1 in front. It's typical, isn't it? 17th place going into today. And they lead at the half-time whistle at the moment, unless we can get one just before the break. And we cannot. What is this? Herrera sends one through for me to chase, but there's not a lot really in the box to do here. I mean, what do you really want me to do with the ball then? Munir sends it back towards KDB. Somehow squeeze it through towards us. That is a fantastic block, whoever that was in the box. I have no idea who that was, but that was goal saving. KDB across towards Sané, and he's really got to do better. Straight at the keeper. We're into the last 32 minutes now then. Leroy Sané with the corner is going to send it in towards the near post. I challenge for it. And it's so bad that I've put it out for a throw-in. No comment, no comment. I'm not playing the greatest here, to be fair. But also, I do think the team selection has not helped our case at all. Well then, back to the wake-up call, I guess. City are defeated. And I don't know what that means now, whether or not we move down to 4 points clear or if we stay at 7. I don't know how the other games have gone, so I can't say yet. But Newcastle were 3rd from bottom coming into that, or 4th from bottom, and they've been able to beat us here. You know what? It happens. I know it happens in football. But you look at those match facts, and any other day, we'd have probably won that. We didn't. And it's just the way we can see the goals. The first one, Edison smashing it into Rosette for whatever reason. Didn't need to. And then obviously the quick release from Edison. I flick it down to Leroy Sané. We lose possession. We score. We concede. So, yeah, I think we have to put it down to an off day, to be honest. And my friends, we will end off today then with Stoke City, who are also going to be a tough test. We do go away for this one, though. United could only manage a draw in their last game, so they stay now 6 behind. It could have been worse for us. It could have been better, but, you know, you just have to brush that off and go again. And as you can see, the team is effectively back to the full-strength lineup. Edison still in goal, though. Stoke City, the opponents, they're in the top 4, so they're having a very good season. And it's going to be quite the game, this, I feel. We struggled with Brighton earlier. I've noticed that against, like, the traditionally big teams in this league at the moment, we seem to be able to do very well. We've beaten Arsenal twice. Can't remember against Chelsea. I know we beat Liverpool. You know, against the big teams traditionally, we've done very well. It's against the other teams that we've actually, or the rest of the teams, who've given us, like, really good games. Brighton, at the beginning of this episode, could have easily won that. Newcastle there. Now we're probably going to play Stoke, and it's probably going to be quite the thriller as well. Yeah, I actually kind of like that as well, though, because it means, obviously, the smaller teams, if you will. I don't know if I can call them smaller teams, because they're still very good. Are kind of making names for themselves, if you will. One thing I want to see as well is who is in this Stoke team, as we are the top scorers in the division alongside Spurs. Stoke with 33, so they're doing very well in that regard too. But who have they actually got? Who's in their team? That's what I want to see, because it could well be some quite surprising players. I think we've already played them this season. Didn't we play them and drew or lost to them? Potentially. They got Mbemba, they got Bustos. I recognise those two. Lerma, Jefferson Lerma. Recognise him as well. Bamba. I believe he's the league's top scorer, or up there at least. I know they've got a Bamba who has scored quite a few goals. So I don't know if he's a game-generated player or not. We will see now as it pops up on our screen then. Stoke City's lineup. Prevo starts in goal. And the back four, Torre, Torunriha, Mbemba and Bustos. Lerma in the midfield alongside Mota, Damasco and Sorensen. And it is Bamba up front, and he's not a game-generated player because he has actual boots on. Miranchuk on the bench. Piaka on the bench. So I don't actually recognise that many faces in that side, but they're doing well for themselves, Stoke. Early doors, Sane sends the ball, and we're already in down this side as we can try and get the shot away and just try and make something happen. Keeper to palm it out. That was actually supposed to be a driven shot, but I think I let go of L1, and it ended up just being a finesse shot anyway. So that's my mistake. But there already was a chance, as you can see, and we don't seem to be letting up. 4 minutes on the clock. My only ambition there was to try and make the goalkeeper palm it back to somebody who was in the box to be able to put it in. Didn't work like that, though. And so it's a relatively easy save. But here comes Stoke then. Shot in immediately. Blocked. It's still not cleared, though, for City. And there's another one. And it rises into the crowd. Sane has the pace here and can keep this ball in play. Leroy Sane also plays the quick one through towards us. And again, it is across the face of goal. And that one was actually a shot. So that is just really bad from me. Just really, really bad. Similar tactic to before. Work the keeper. Hope he gives us a chance after it. Didn't even work the goalkeeper. And I can't even claim that it was supposed to be a cross because it wasn't. Douglas Luiz got Samasaku just off to the side. Rabiot as well. Here is Adrian Rabiot. Squeezes it through. Unbelievable stuff. And there is the goal. On the turn. We have smashed City in front. Yes. I didn't mean to do that. Pressed the wrong button. I should have celebrated. I want to see a replay of that, though. In fact, I'll have a look at it at the end of the game because I'll do it that way. I did not mean to skip the replay. If you don't know, you can hold down, is it the two bumpers in the back buttons as well, and it'll skip the replay, for anybody who doesn't know. I didn't mean to do it, but that's what I did. So we don't get to look at our goal again. I will check it at the end of the game because it was a very, very nice finish, wasn't it, on the turn as well. Just get straight back into the action pretty much as here comes Stoke, and it's cut out. Again, as we look to go, Sane tries to beat his man. Doesn't quite do that, but he's still got the ball. Plays easy 1-2 with Max, who keeps hold of the ball. Samasaku and Max between them now. Is there a chance for City? Manu Garcia off the bench. Don't dribble it straight out of play. That would not be a great introduction to the game, and that's going to... That is very nearly an own goal. The defender there I'm not so sure, had much of an idea where that was going. Samasaku. Torres needs to play it. I've made the run. I'm going to be offside if you don't. This is what I mean, man. How can we waited so long? Keep going, Torres. Get on the end of that one then. Ferran Torres! Straight to the keeper. Should have played it so much sooner, though, shouldn't he? He waited way too long, and that then made me nearly be offside. Good delivery. Manu Garcia hit it on the floor, though. Didn't catch the shot just right, but it's still an opportunity for Manchester City. You have the ball. So with myself, through to Torres. He keeps it just enough for Manu Garcia to put the cross in, and Adrian Rabiot with an absolutely beautiful curling volley. On the turn, Stoke City 0, Manchester City 2. And it is truly, truly brilliant from Adrian Rabiot. Scored a very good goal in the World Cup semi-final against us. Now on our team, this is brilliant. The turn on the side foot, curls it in just underneath the crossbar. And City now surely have the points. Minute to play then for Stoke City to find what would be a consolation. Bustos! No clean sheet again for Manchester City. I mean, clean sheets, what are they? What are clean sheets? Who knows? Stoke, they've tried their hardest here, and it is going to be that consolation. So, Rabiot's goal, as good as it was, seems to have won the game for Manchester City. There's not enough time, but it is a wake-up call, you know, because you've got to see. I mean, I played pass, and somehow that's not a free kick either, referee. You know what I'm saying? Bama's trying to get the shot from distance, and it should be easy for Edison, it is. But when you go into games and you tune a lot, seeing the game out, you know, I kind of feel bad because Edison's not got his clean sheet. But that, my friends, will be the end for today then. We've played 4 games. We've won, what, 1 of them? No, 2 of them in the FA Cup as well. We beat Manchester United. We lost 1 and we've drawn 1. So, up and down episode, let's call it. But it does leave us, I think, in good standing. Yes, 6 clear still with 15 to go in the Premier League. So that's not too bad at all. And of course, for the FA Cup, who are we going to be playing in the next round of that then? As we await that draw. Played Man United, who are the second best team currently in England. So if we can beat them, I fancy my chance against anybody. Round 4, a lot of replays to still be played, and then we'll find out our fate in the FA Cup. Still Chelsea in there, having beaten Doncaster. Leeds United still in there. Crystal Palace smashed Brentford. West Brom, Spurs and Liverpool to replay, so one of the big teams there also could be out. Bristol City beat Peterborough. Brighton through against Sheffield Wednesday as well. We know Brighton are no pushovers from the earlier game of today's episode. Wolves through as well. So some very good teams in the round 5 of the FA Cup still to look forward to. If you have enjoyed today's episode, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, a massive, massive thank you for the support on the channel. If you are new around here, like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. And I will see you all again tomorrow with yet another video. Stay tuned for more. Adios.